why did it take so long to get the display cabinet set up in my new house? What's going on, Game Chasers crew? This is Chris, the Redneck, and today we're going to talk about my Top 5 Friday, which is my top 5 favorite games out of my display case. And, you know, I'm real sorry my language offends you. Don't advertise on my channel. You know, if you want to advertise whiskey and cigarettes, I'm probably your guy. Like, that's all I'm saying. You know, don't... Probably the last one on the planet Earth that should be on YouTube, but yet here I am, not giving a fuck.
Oh, it's Friday night. Don't know what I'm gonna do tonight. I could sit here and pick my nose while I watch a brand new video. Whoa, Top 5 Friday tonight.
Okay, this list is going to be especially hard for me because I don't own all the games that I have nostalgia for. I'm just going to be talking about the top 5 of what I have in the case. So, number 5 is going to go to Mario Kart 64. And the reason why I picked this is because who doesn't like Mario Kart 64? This is an awesome game on 64. I just have a lot of good memories of me and my dad. My dad would come home from work and we would pop this in and literally spend like the whole rest of the night playing, just me and him playing Mario Kart. I would look forward to my dad coming home because I'd be like, yeah, it's Mario Kart time. It probably did come from KB Toys, as a matter of fact, if I think about it. I mean, well, not that copy because that's not my original copy, but yeah, like a ding dong, you know, you start growing up, I don't need all this video game crap, get rid of it. And then you're like, why did I do that? Wah, wah, wah. So yeah, all my cartridges are games that I found out hunting. I don't have one solitary game from my childhood, but like, yeah, my dad bought me this. I don't have that because, you know, who'd have thunk, right? This is a heavy bastard. I myself devised a plan to pick it up into the house because there's a step down into the garage. Pick it up in the house, put it on cardboard, and was able to slide it in here. I actually have a time-lapse video on my channel of that going on. The 4th spot on my Top 5 Friday is going to go to NBA Jam on Sega Genesis. So Billy, they had Nintendo. My dad bought me a Sega Genesis. I was kind of more of a Sega fanboy back then than I was Nintendo. I was like, yeah, I'm the cool kid with freaking the Sega Genesis and everybody else is just Nintendo, right? This game, I played a lot with my dad also, and I still have a love for NBA Jam today. Like, I still play it by myself. That's how much I like this sports game. So, gotta give it up. That's, oh man, this copy has seen, it's sad. This label is like, I'm out, peace. Look at this. It's waving goodbye. Bye. Yeah, that's a rough copy. Still works pretty good though, because I still play it. I took it out of my Sega Genesis to do this interview. So, yeah, NBA Jam was my number 4. I ended up having to tape everything off, and I hand painted the letters back, and the N on the logo was all the blue, all the green was basically gone. Like I was sitting there looking at it like, okay, the latex paint is gone, but so's the logo. How am I going to get this? How am I going to paint this back? I went back and hand painted everything. And I mean, it's not perfect, but it's way better than it was for sure. I mean, if you're right up on it, you can tell it's not perfect. I'm going to have to give my number 3 spot on my Top 5 Friday to Turtles Arcade. I was so young when the NES came out. I mean, I was little. Like, I was so little that Billy would be playing it, and my grandmother would literally give me an NES controller. It wouldn't be plugged in, and they would sit me in front of the TV with Billy, and I would think I was playing, right? So I just, yeah, good old controller. Hey, you know what's hilarious? Is I did the controller trick to my youngest daughter the other day, because my oldest daughter wanted to play Super Nintendo, so I set her up on her Mickey Mouse game, and my youngest started pitching a fit, so I was just like, here, and I gave her a controller, wasn't plugged in. Boom, about an hour of quiet time. It was awesome. But yeah, no, number 3, Turtles the arcade game. I was trying to figure out why I love Turtles in Time so much, and I think it's because of this game. I popped it in the other night, and I was playing this game, and I'd forgotten a lot about it, and literally as I was playing it, it was just like flashing back. It was just coming back to me, and I was old enough, barely old enough to remember playing this with Billy, and we played this a lot. We rented this a lot.
I had it.
You probably, your grand I think bought this for you for Christmas one year. So we played the crap out of this game. Love this game. I'm gonna stream more of this game on my channel for sure. But yeah, that's number 3 for me. It's to the point now where it's like I'll go to garage sales or flea markets. Well, we've been going to flea markets, but I've been hitting pawn shops hard. I don't think there's a pawn shop within a 25 square mile radius that I haven't completely depleted. Like, I'm serious. Like, I've been going and hitting thrift stores hardcore, and well, sorry, you're editing and I'm out getting games. Oh, what can I say, I mean, I haven't been getting great games, but I've been getting games nonetheless. So number 2 on my list has to go, and it's another sports game. I love run 'em gun 'em, but growing up we played a lot of sports games. So my number 2 goes to King Griffey Jr.'s baseball on the Super Nintendo. Me and Billy and everybody I know would battle. Me and Billy still play this game. Still talk crap. Still somebody will lose 2 out of 3, and then it just gets out of hand. And then when I start beating Billy, he turns into a little crybaby and just turns the freaking Super Nintendo off and storms out of the room. That's how hardcore we still get into this game. King Griffey Jr.'s baseball still holds up today. Love the music on it. That's why it's my number 2 choice. Last week I decided, hey, I'm gonna get off work and I'm just gonna go hit these thrift stores and flea markets, and I came home with a bag full of games. They're common crap. I mean, it wasn't anything that I'm gonna play, but still, $3 games, they're out there. So I was just happy to find necessarily some scraps. I mean, it wasn't some scraps. I mean, I found a factory sealed Game Boy Color game, boxed, sealed, factory sealed. So, I mean, I wouldn't call that a scrap. I mean, it was a Barbie game, so I mean, it's pretty much crap, but still, factory sealed's a factory sealed game for $3, so screw it. The number 1 pick, you probably guessed it. Drum roll. Turtles in Time, yeah, right. So, that was probably easy to pick, right? Turtles in Time. One of my all-time favorite video games. I stream this a lot. It holds up. Music's great. Graphics are awesome. This is probably my favorite game in this case. Hard decision because I have some pretty good games and I enjoy playing a lot of them. But for some reason, Turtles in Time, for me, this is just like kind of my trademark game. This is my go-to. I'm a Super Nintendo fanboy through and through. It's a lot like the arcade. You can pick who you want to be, It's a great beat 'em up. Super Nintendo had a little bit more of the 3D action, where you're chunking the Foot Clan with what seemed like they were shooting out of the television. That's awesome. I don't know, but I do know that this game is a lot more fun with somebody to play. I mean, it's awesome to play by yourself, but I enjoy. Are you zooming in on my feet? Are you zooming in on my feet?
I was zooming in on the game, but okay.
I'm like, what's the camera doing way down? Okay, anyway. No, back when Konami was Konami, powerhouse, and not the crap that they are today. Look at these pretty toes. I know, right? Thanks for hanging out, guys. It's been my Top 5 Friday, and I hope Billy doesn't, ruin this with his singing and intro. You really gotta come up with a new Top 5 Friday theme where it doesn't involve you singing.
Bull.
It's bad. It's
Bull.
bad. Every time I love watching Top 5 Friday, but I have to immediately get past the freaking intro. Like, it's bad. I know when, you got your little guitar, and the lightning bolt, psh, I know that that's when it's about over, and I can let my thumb off the, the bar and the real content's about to start. I hope you never put out another Christmas Robotica album.
Well, I'm doing it now.